Welcome back to my much belated Sonic Boom vlogs, and this time we're doing the Team Sonic Racing Overdrive one. This was released in April of 2019 to coincide with the release of Team Sonic Racing, which was, the kart racing game. Now, my opinion of the game is that it is good, but I like the Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transform games better, and my all-time favorite Sonic racing game is the first Sonic Riders. I know that's going to be a really unpopular opinion, but yeah, I like the first Sonic Riders better than any of the other Sonic racing games to come since. But this short is hilarious. It started out as 2 episodes, which then got compiled into a single 9-minute, 13-second long little mini movie, which, again, you can freely watch whenever you want on the Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, I'm not sponsored in any way by these guys, but hey Sega, if you want, maybe you can call me. Anyway, this short. Okay, how do I phrase this? Okay. It has all of the appeal of your basic Roadrunner cartoon, an episode of Wacky Races. And it even still has time to have PSAs and an important lesson on the value of friendship and teamwork. All rolled into a single 10-minute package. It's quite frankly awesome. This might be one of my favorite of the shorts that has no spoken dialogue. So it starts out as like a race between Team Sonic and Team Rose, and then we later find out that Team Dark is also participating. And you have all the silly cliches that happen. Like Dr. Eggman is in the shadows with one of his egg pawns, seeking ways to distract or sabotage the racers. He puts a fake mustache on one of his egg pawns, which makes me wonder, how is that going to make an egg pawn not look evil? If you put a fake mustache on an egg pawn, you're only going to make it look more like Dr. Eggman. Anyway, he sets up a souvenir stand with a bunch of Froggy merchandise that distracts Big the Cat. And then we get a sequence that I think drags on a little bit too long of Big the Cat trying to cross the street. But then again, it makes sense in a meta context because, in Sonic Adventure, when we had to play Big the Cat's fishing game, you're, taking your high-speed action platformer and then replacing it with some very slow gameplay. So this portion of the short is very slow with Big the Cat staring at the souvenir stand, and then the robot holds up the sign that says free, so he, tries to cross, but the cars keep on zooming by. That's where the Wile E. Coyote energy comes in, but then he finally starts to cross, but he moves slow because he's Big the Cat and he doesn't move fast, and he gets his he gets the Froggy t-shirts and the hats and the flags, and he starts to walk back to his car just as everyone else is about to lap him, and then Amy sees him there and she freaks out. She tries to stop and she ends up causing a pile-up, but then he's on his way, and so after he leaves, everyone else goes on. But the robot switches the stand to Chow merchandise, so the Chow car pulls back to ooh. And then Amy goes to try and get the Chow back, but then the robot hits another button, and out comes a swing of fancy hammers, and then Amy's like, ooh. Oh, that's adorable. I love it. And I love their interests. I'm happy that they're going with hammers, because, a part of me thinks it would have been funnier if it was a Sonic Dakimakura pillow, but I think that's a little bit too on the nose, and Sega has been trying to get away from the whole Amy Rose as an insane stalker fangirl persona that she had going on in the early to mid 2000s. Save it for the Sonic X anime fanboys. So the short continues on with more racing shenanigans. I like how we have Rouge the Bat use a spike whisk to flatten one of Knuckles' tires, and then she goes on with her little laugh. You know, that thing where an anime girl holds her hand up to her face like this and goes, whoop, 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 whoop. I mean, like what is that? What is that trope? I think the oldest anime I remember seeing that was Naga the Serpent from Slayers, but I don't know if she's the originator of that. So if anybody knows the origination of the cliche, let me know in the comments. I want some viewer engagement here. But yeah, it turns out that Rouge ends up crashing because of a cat that was in the road. But gasp! The cat was but the egg pawn in disguise! So she has a flip phone with a heart on it, which is so adorable. And anyone who followed me on my DeviantArt comics knows that years ago, when Sonic Unleashed first came out, I did a comic where Rouge the Bat had a whole bunch of missed phone calls, and I had her phone like as a flip phone with her heart motif on it. It's like these people have my brain when they're making these fan animations. Oh, these aren't fan animations; these are original animations. These are official animations made by an employee who used to be a huge fan. Well, I'm sure he's still a fan of the franchise, even though he's an employee now, but you know what I'm getting at. So she tries to call Omega for roadside assistance, but Omega answers her on video screen. And you do not look at your screens when you're driving your car, because he crashes. He crashes into the back of Rouge's car, wrecking it even more. So the two of them are now wrecked. And she tries to flag down Shadow to help him, but Shadow gives no F's and just drives right past, leaving the two of them like, nah. So it's all just Team Sonic and Shadow now, and Shadow has the advantage. He's about to cross the finish line, but Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all manage to pull up next to each other, and they activate the Team Boost, and they go right past Shadow. And Shadow, seeing that he's about to get overtaken, Chaos controls himself out of the seat so that when his car gets swept out from under him, he lands safely on his feet and walks back to the stands with some dignity. Because Shadow can never look like a fool. But he does lose the race, and he sits in the stands with Rouge and Omega. Even steals some Chow's popcorn, the jerk. What a massive jerk. Oh, and there was a scene where he ran over that egg pawn, like an Eggman's expression, like a surprise Pikachu meme, but Eggman version. With Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails having won the race, and Shadow learning an important lesson about supporting your friends so that they can support you, they get the trophy, and Eggman tries to steal the trophy, but then he gets crushed by Shadow's car, which got sent flying. And then the trophy lands back in Team Sonic's hands, and they celebrate. And the egg pawn walks up to the car, and he like collapses to his knees and shakes his fist at the sky. Like, did Eggman die? Was the egg pawn mourning the loss of his master? Did they kill him? So yeah, like for a fan anime, this is an animation made to advertise Team Sonic Racing, and it's a really good one. I kind of wish that they found some way to integrate like that raccoon dog guy that was sponsoring the race in the game itself, but oh, whatever. I apologize for that jump cut. My mother walked by the door with the phone on speakerphone and that loud conversation. Even if you couldn't hear it, it was hugely distracting. But yeah, so yeah, they probably killed Dr. Eggman, and the end. But I really do love this. I think, as much as I love the Mania shorts with all of its action and adventure, from a pure comedy standpoint, I think I like this one better. Like, it's, like I said, it's basically Sonic the Hedgehog in wacky races. That's pretty hilarious. I mean, they did a Sonic Boom episode that was basically this too, so it stands to reason, like, this is just a formula that always works. It's why every single franchise ever has a Mario Kart style kart racer. Like, I'm pretty sure Nathan Drake is in one of them. Like I think there's like a Sony All Stars racer. But yeah, like this is just the thing that always works. And I also like how they had the Crush 40 song at the end, because like we Sonic fans love our Crush 40 because you gotta admit that's just part of who we are at this point. So yeah, so that was also a really great one, and again, you can freely watch it whenever you want because Sega made this free to view on their YouTube channel, Sonic the Hedgehog's YouTube channel, I should say. So that really only leaves one more, although this is a 2-episode thing. The Sonic Colors Rise of the Wisps, which I gotta admit, when I first saw it, I didn't realize it was gonna be more of their YouTube shorts. I thought that it was gonna be like a Netflix series or something, but no, like Sonic Prime is gonna be the Netflix series. This is the last thing that they put out, and the new episode actually released only about an hour or so before I started recording these vlogs. So we're gonna do the 2 episodes of Sonic Colors Rise of the Wisps coming up next.